were still alive, we lived in this little apartment or little house
You
or
mean they were
something
still
like
married?
Still married.
that. Yeah, they were still
We know
married.
they're still alive.
Still married.
The time you were born, my mom and dad were still alive.
Is mom comfortable?
Anyway,
She wasn't comfortable.
They
Yes. She's on.
they were living in some kind of a little house or something, and didn't have any money or anything like that. It was depression,
Right.
and
I'm feeling pretty depressed too.
yeah, I imagine I can understand. Anyway,
But it
so
looks like yours, I'd be depressed too, Carrie.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Love you too.
anyway, the only thing I really remember when I was probably about 3 years old, almost 3 years old, is my dad throwing a temper tantrum, getting down on the floor and crying, and I mean, just like a kid, you know, he's 17 years old. This is typical of a teenager doing something stupid like that. You know?
Wait a minute. Your dad was 17 when you were
No,
3?
he was only about 19 by this time. I was 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about 2. I
Your
must have been
dad
about
was
2 or 3.
17 when
He became a father
you were
very
born?
When
young.
he became a father, he
Wow.
was still some. Anyway,
What idiot would have kids that young?
My dad. Anyway,
yeah.
You were close. What was that, a year away?
yeah. At any rate, why
3. I was 20.
he was throwing a
I was
temper tantrum,
Barely.
and my mother. I can remember my mother taking a glass of water and throwing it at him in his face.
Oh,
I remember
so that's
that.
where you
He was
learned
throwing
that,
it.
Mom.
Yeah, that's what I did to you.
That's where she learned that. When kid would throw a temper tantrum,
She
just
did
walk
that
up.
to you?
I did. Oh,
She
he
did.
Never did that to me.
It's because you never threw a temper.
I didn't
Because
throw
I
a
was more
temper.
mature.
That wasn't to me.
You was the only one that threw a temper.
No.
Oh, I can
It
believe
was
that. It was you, Barry.
I can't believe that. You're always telling me about how what a happy kid I
Careful.
was.
Hey, get a bucket of water, quick.
Yeah, you were happy when
Get some
things were
water.
going your way.
I remember it to Kelly.
Remember.
I remember you doing it to Kelly.
Remember, it was
Okay.
you. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
We brought you home from the I came home from the hospital.
Wait a minute, can I
Right.
You were
record this?
18 months, about 18 months old by that. Well, let's see, you were 8 months when you were in, so you were just 13 months old when I came home from the hospital, right? And you were used to nurses and everybody just fawning over you because you were in the hospital with me because your dad couldn't take care of
Right.
you.
Right.
And they just, you know, I was in the pediatric ward. You know what they do, the nurses and whatnot. They play with the kids and they do all this stuff. Well, he was such a spoiled little thing.
Was?
I don't remember what it was he wanted. Wouldn't let him have it. He lay down on the floor. He kicked his feet and he, you know, got red in the face and he was yelling and screaming. And I just took a glass of water and came home calmly and poured it on his face. And that was the last you ever threw a temper.
And then so you all you had to do was go.
Yeah,
Go get a glass of water.
Exactly.
Get a glass of water.
Whenever he'd start,
What?
I'd
Okay.
just go get a glass
So
of water.
now I'm a little confused about the other story in regard to the stories that you've told me in the past.
No, I never.
Because you
wasn't
said-
Barry.
Uh,
It wasn't Kelly. I
No,
might
no,
have
no,
said
no,
Kelly,
no,
not
no. I'm
medic.
talking about. So you were talking about when you were in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
But is that the same one where I ended up with the 2 broken legs?
Yes.
So at that time, you still didn't know I had the 2 broken legs.
Well, no. What happened was we went into the hospital.
Uh-huh.
They didn't know you had 2 broken legs
Right.
until they went to put a diaper on you. And this is when you were only 8 months old, and you start crying and crying. And then they X-rayed him, found out both his legs were broken just above the knee. So they can't put that cast on you, that from here all the way down to your feet. Well, your dad took you home, right? They took you home, and he was supposed to change your diaper and the cast every day. And all. Well, you know how long that lasted. Well, anyway, so he ended up, the general that was in charge of the Navy hospital said, you know what, you can bring him here and we'll board him with your wife. So you stayed in the hospital with me, and I remember when I first went down to see you, after I could get mobile, and that was like 2 or 3 months, you know. You didn't know me, you know. And you cried, and I was just heartbroken. You know, and I picked him up, you know.
goodness
But it didn't take long before I'd go down and see him every day, you know.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
but you were in the hospital as long as I was.
Wow.
So how did he break his legs?
A car
The
accident.
I was
Car
sitting on your
accident.
lap, right? Or
No, you were in a little jump seat. You see, they didn't have car seats then.
Yeah.
They had these little jump seats hooked over the back of the seat. You just put the kid in it, you know.
So they could
And they
see out
didn't
the
strap
window.
him in them.
Why don't
or
you be
anything.
honest? He was on the luggage rack.
Yeah, right. Anyway, and the seats then,
That's
you know,
what I
they
had.
didn't lock. They didn't lock.
so they
Mm-hmm.
When you want to
flipped
get in the back seat, you just
Oh
pull.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Those seats would just. Whoop.
Exactly. And Dan was
Yeah.
in the back seat, and we had it. And there was a thing in the back. Anyway, it was a little station wagon, is what it was. And in the back, there was that flat area, and Maureen. I had a big blanket there. Maureen was sleeping in the back. Dan was in the back seat, and we had bought this chest of drawers back from Jenny's house.
That's what he hit his chin on.
And yeah, and it was down in between the seats, you know. And so when he had the accident, thing went forward with him, broke both his legs, which we didn't know,
Your legs got jammed.
and my leg got jammed underneath the
Is that why you were
steering
in the
wheel
hospital? Was that
for
accident
5
as well?
months. I had a comminuted fracture of my
Femur.
femur,
Oh wow.
and they couldn't put a pin in it then, so it was so shattered. So I was in a what they call a Thomas splint for 4 months.
Wow.
In a
that's
bed
sad.
with monkey bars.
And you had an infant. That's
And
hard.
I had 3
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 little ones.
because and Dan got that's how he got the cut on his chin.
Dan always lied to us and told us it was from pirate fighting.
Yeah,
It
right.
It wasn't
that's-
until it wasn't until I was a teenager that I found out the truth that it wasn't from sword fighting pirates.
Yeah, that's
I was so
like, yeah.
disappointed.
Yeah,
So disappointed.
that's his sense of humor. Yeah, he hit that chest. That got him. And then Maureen was totally unhurt. She was falling asleep in the back. She just got kind of thrown against the back of the seat. But that was a nasty accident. I got thrown into my car got pushed into a bank because this kid went. I was on this highway and there was a little cross highway with a stop sign, and he is in a truck, a teenager in a truck, and he went right through the stop sign, hit me, and it threw my car up against a bank.
Wow.
A bank, yeah. Anyway, and
Were you able to make a
I
withdrawal?
thought, yeah, I wish. I, you know, they wondered why I wasn't dead, you know. But that's when, you know, that was my premonition. Remember
Right.
the premonition?
Tell them
Yeah, I
about
had
the
a
premonition.
The night before I left, I had this dream. I had the dream that I was on this highway and it was raining. I was going home, and this pickup truck came on and hit me. And I just was, you know, like on a Ferris wheel, just rolling and rolling. And I was scared to death. It was so real. When I woke up, I didn't even know where I was for a minute. It was so real. So when I woke up, I said a prayer. I should have stayed home, but I stayed because it was raining, and I did get, and it happened just the way I dreamed it. And the funny thing about it is that when it happened, I thought that I was dreaming again. You know, I thought I was going to wake up. I thought, I got to be dreaming, you know. This is,
And she
Yeah.
was really confused when she woke up on that Ferris wheel.
Right?
I just remember when they took me out of the car. Oh, that hurt.
Oh, but
Yeah. Put me in the ambulance. And then I went into shock, and I was in shock for 4 days. And I woke up, you know, I just kind of wake up a little bit and go back and back and forth. And I had, they were giving me blood transfusion. And your dad came to see me, and he saw the blood transfusion, and he started to faint, and he had to take him out of the room.
Tough Navy man.
Yeah. He did. Yeah. Anyway, so I took him out of the room. But you know, that was something. 4 months I was in that hospital. I learned how to play chess.
you're in the hospital.
In the hospital with a little Navy, you know, those little corpsmen that came as real young corpsmen.
Yeah.
Yeah, learned how to play chess. But darn, no, that was an experience. I'll tell you.